Okay. Hopefully I'm on the right site. Should be on for Center for Enhancing Abilities. Hello, everybody. As you can see, I still don't have a haircut. My hair, I need some stuff to do on this hair. Maybe we'll change it for a different hair color. Keep things positive. So welcome, everybody. This is our morning social development group. We generally do social development on Thursday. We have all our classes always have social development and socialization and friendship building and all that stuff throughout the week. But specifically on Thursdays, I lead a group. And, I see we got 2 people. So, welcome. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know who it is, but make sure you chime in. Welcome. Somebody might know this mug. And this is, I know everything's backwards. So it says, true friends are hard to find, difficult to leave, and impossible to forget. So, special friend gave me this mug. So, you want some coffee? See? Oreos. Well, there you go. Oh, we should not have done that. Oh, well. Good morning, Kelly. Nice to see you. Or sort of. So we're going to start our social group. This is usually on Thursdays, our feelings check-in, as I like to call it. I know I need a better name, so if somebody wants to give us a better name for our group, and hopefully my video is straight up and down, not sideways, like with me and Simon. Simon and I will be back for art later on today. Friday's schedule so far is going to be cooking in the morning, and then it's going to be music in the afternoon. Also, check out our Facebook page. So that's going to be our main form of communication. So every day there will be a different activity for you to try. Please click on it, try something so I feel somewhat loved. Oh, I look perfect? I don't think so, but thank you. Thank you for lying. Because Kelly's being positive. So please take a look at that and feel free to scroll down because there's a social story for anybody that's looking to help with. It's great for children. It's great for me. I read it. It helped me. It really explained why this is happening and what we can do to help each other. So feel free. Check down lots of stuff. And by next week, hopefully we'll have a better idea on what our schedule will be like so you can check in throughout the day. Usually the way I'm thinking it's going to work is a morning video or activity or live, and then an afternoon, and then some type of activities for you to kind of check in and look at. So today it's about bread. That's right. You like bread? Maybe. I don't know. So take a look. There's some tours of the Rockland Bakery. So hopefully when all this is said and done, maybe some of us can go to the Rockland Bakery and see some of those special bagels there. So I'm going to move on to the start. We've got about 4 people, so that's pretty cool. And if you come in later, no worries. This is what's great about it. You can do it live and be a little interactive. And you can also look at it later if you missed us. Because for 10 in the morning might be early for some people. Yeah, I know. Some of our members come in a little late. I get it. You know. So, we're going to do our feelings check-in. And I really do want any members who are out there, I want you to chime in. This is the best way we can do it. We may have to move on to some other type of platform, maybe Zoom or what have you. But I like this right now because you can be interactive, and then we can also save the videos. We'll also be getting our YouTube page up, kind of our YouTube spot, so we can load up videos there as well. So people who are not on Facebook can take a look. And also, this is a great time for us to put new life into our blog page. So if you haven't seen it, go to our Facebook page, scroll on down. We have a new article on Oreo. Okay, so I'm expecting some new articles. So it's a great way for members to share and work on our writing skills, which we always need to do. Also, on today's schedule, which was posted to our Facebook page, you will also see attached. I'm not always great with technology, but you can also pop this onto your phone if you want to print it out, if you were following along. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning. Good morning. So there's this, and that's what we're going to go over today. I do not have an assistant other than Oreo. Simon will be back later. He's doing schoolwork, and he already didn't hand in all his own work. So there's that. He's already getting an email from his teacher. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Embarrassing. But I get it. These are tough times. These are tough times. And we just got to stick together. We got to take it with, grain of salt, right? Yeah. So let's get on with our feelings check-in. So feel free, anyone, whether you're a member or you're not a member, just chime in. Type something in. Tell me how you're feeling. I like to give shout outs. So we got Jamie. I know Katie was possibly going on. So hopefully you're on. We had Kelly watching. We all love Kelly. And maybe we'll get some more people to come in. Okay? So for a little bit, we're going to talk about how we're going to get through this a little bit. How we're feeling and how we can work on our feelings as we're doing this. Because that's really tough. And I don't know how everybody's... Oh, I touched my face. I don't know how everybody's doing. And that's why we want to meet today. This is a special time to express our feelings, if it's possible. Sometimes it's really hard, right, Oreo?
Let's rock and roll!
What the heck? Oh my goodness. Oreo seems really excited for this. I completely forgot. So there's a lot of feelings that we're having. We're frustrated. We're mad. We're confused. We're scared. Because our life isn't the way it was last week. And it's probably not going to be the way it was next week. And we don't know. And that's another thing. We're uncertain. We have no idea when we're all going to be able to get back together in the flesh. But that's okay because we're very lucky and fortunate to have wonderful technology that we can connect to one another. And that'll help us stay together, which I think is pretty awesome. I think we got David J. David J. How's it going? So we want to try to stay connected so we don't feel alone and afraid, but definitely alone when things are not normal for us or not the usual thing. It's really terrible, I think, to feel alone. But we all have to understand we're not alone, even though we're in our different houses. But that's to help people stay healthy. That's the really hard thing. And maybe to help us really understand why this is so important. We have some members that really can't get sick with a bug like this. It would really make them very, very ill. So we want to protect our friends. And that's really important. We want to protect our staff, right? Yeah, but, definitely our friends, our staff. And all of us have either, I'm a little bit older than many of you, grandparents or parents that are very old. My parents are old and have some health issues that they can't get this bug. So that's why we're doing this. And that's what we have to remember. So it's kind of an adventure, an unpleasant adventure, but I think we can do this together. I know, right?
Let's rock and roll!
Yeah. Okay. So our lesson for today, I want to keep you all day because I can talk, is, and you can access this list on today's schedule. Okay? That was in there. We got a few people. Next time I should do makeup. What do you think? I don't know. You can all let me know. Don't be shy. This is interactive. All right. So today, for those of you who aren't familiar with our social development group or our feelings check-in, we usually work on a topic and we work on strategies on how to help us deal with the situation and our feelings. Okay? So today it's going to be, and I don't have the best technology here, but simple things to get through tough times. And I know that's probably backwards. So I found this list. I thought it was pretty cool. And we can either agree or disagree that this will help us, right? Okay, so let's do this. So one of the first things that psychologists or experts or doctors or teachers recommend for us to do in tough times, and I think this would definitely qualify as a tough time, is to stay positive. I don't know if anybody has any feelings on that. I know that is easier said than done, but I do think that is incredibly important to stay positive. So feel free. Our first tip is to stay positive. If you think, Deborah, you're full of malarkey, you can tell me, or if you agree, no, click on, say you agree. But yes, I do think staying positive is very helpful, because we all have to remind ourselves that these things will not last forever, not at all. And the reason why we're doing it is to help others. And that's really a cool thing. You are in a very powerful position to make sure that people stay safe. All of us. That is a really amazing thing, right? That you are a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. So I think that by remembering that, that will help us stay positive. The other thing is thinking of cool things that maybe we can focus on. We're really focusing on friendship and family. You know, that's, as I said, that's why we're doing this, to help other people. And that's a really wonderful thing to be reminded of. And we think of all the people that we care about and the people that care about us too. You know, that's an important thing. Think of all the wonderful local business people, the cashiers, the doctors, the nurses, the truck drivers, people that you never think about. Oh, my cat. And now we're thinking about really understanding how important they are in our lives. That's a really positive thing too. Also, you might have time to do things that you always put off. You're like, no big deal. Like, I get to sit down and have an actual cup of coffee with a mug from a friend. Ooh, I feel nervous, but you are helping me. Thank you, Jamie. I do feel nervous too. I do. I'm a little nervous. I'm a workaholic a little bit. So for me, going to the center every day is really important. You know, I'd rather do that than hang out with my kids and my family. And now look, that's all I've got to hang out with. I mean, frightening. But yeah, we're all a little nervous because we don't know what to expect. That's a really tough thing to process, to deal with. But maybe knowing that I'm nervous and that you're nervous, but we have wonderful doctors, we have wonderful people in our government, in our town, in our state, in our country that are helping us, and that we know these amazing doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals are helping us. Maybe that'll help us feel a little bit better. I don't know. And as long as we can keep takeout, I think that's important. And I think you're beautiful. I don't think you have to worry like me about this hair. I don't know. I need to go to a beauty parlor. All right, first thing. Alrighty, so staying positive. Remember, take this time. Maybe read a book. Video chat with a friend. Do something. Paint a picture. Learn how to use Facebook. Yeah, you know?
Let's rock and roll!
Yeah, listen to some music. Alrighty. The next step is get creative. I like to think I'm creative. I don't know, any creative types out there? I know there are some people that are. Be creative. This is exactly what we're doing now. We're trying to figure out how we can connect to each other and kind of keep programming going. And this is part of that. So being creative, I do think, will help people get through tough times like this. So you're going to be creative. Maybe you're going to be video chatting with friends instead of going to their house, which is probably a wise idea. Maybe you're coming in and you're going to listen to our classes. Maybe you're going to take a chance and learn how to use your computer or get help from people to look at some of the activities that we have, some of these virtual tours. That is really important. And any ideas that you have, anything that you'd like us to cover, we will do that. I know Jamie's already jumped on board with she volunteered, now she's enlisted, to do an article for our blog. So I know she's going to be very creative. Use this as a time to find some challenges and things like that. Oops, somebody's coming down the stairs, so I don't know who it is. So we'll see. I might have to be creative, depending on who it is. I'm scared. Oh, it's Simon. Maybe he'll pop up in a little bit. But he needs to be creative to figure out how he's going to do his his work at school. Do you want to say hi to our members?
Hi.
You come in, it's a shorter thing because we just, hi. Okay, we're talking about 10 things to do to keep, in difficult times. All right, okay. All righty. If you want to join me, you're welcome. So let's see. So we did stay positive, get creative, enlist your children, and learn from difficult times. Learn from difficult times. So what is one thing you've learned, Simon, in this difficult time?
Not to eat everything.
Not to eat everything? That is quite bizarre.
Well, then we have more food that we can eat.
Okay, don't worry. There's plenty of food in the food stores. But I do have two, almost a teenager and a teenager. And I like to eat. So, yeah, we could probably go right through our supply. But you're okay. You can go to the food store. But, yeah, maybe not eat too much because you might put on a lot of weight. That might not be good.
And also you might run out of food.
You might run out of food. I don't know if that's really helping people stay positive. But you're not going to run out of food. Okay? I've got plenty of toilet paper. If anybody needs it, give us a call. So, learning from difficult times, that's really about taking a look at what's happening and seeing the things that you choose to do or the things that you know how to do. Have they helped you feel better or have they not helped you feel better? So it's actually a little bit of deeper than, while food is important, what you might learn is that how much you really miss your teachers and how you value doing school. Person to person.
Not me, of course.
Okay, no,
Not
children
me, of
probably
course.
are like, yay. What you might have learned is you've learned something new about hygiene and your impact on other people. Boring stuff, Simon has left. I think now he's chasing cats. So that is a really big thing that I think I've learned about this whole situation is really how connected and how much your actions impact others. That's a really big thing that this has learned. If you're allergic to cats, maybe this is not the best. This is Gertie. And if anybody doesn't know who Gertie is, Gertie is the cat that was found at CEA Bergen. She was a kitten with ticks on her face going into a sewer grate. And now she lives with me. Okay.
She's probably horrified now.
No, she's not. She's living it up. So, really, I think a big lesson is how interconnected we are, how fast a bug like this or a virus like this goes through, how maybe it's not the next person that you shake hands with, but it's the person after that. So we really see how interconnected we are and how important it is for us to make good choices so that we don't hurt other people. That's a big lesson, and that's a good lesson. Alrighty, be kind to your animals. Lesson number 4, change it up, and feel free. Anybody in here, check in with your feelings. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me if this makes you feeling worse. That's not the point, but that's okay. That's part of the process. Change it up. Well, that we've had no choice, right? We've all had to change this up. All schools, how we do our programming, how you do your daily life. Some of you have probably have not spent with your families all this time together, which is a great. I'm trying to stay positive. How many of you have spent this much time together as a family in a really long time? What do you think, Simon? You think it's been great?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, okay. So
I never had 2 weeks vacation, so...
It's not really vacation, so...
I know we still have to do work.
Yes, you still have to do work.
Technically, it's
Yes.
less work than a normal school day.
Okay, all right. Change it up. Change it up. How we do things, how we learn, and how we communicate. It's really important, okay? So maybe try something different. Change your schedule a bit. See how it is. This is a safe time to do this. You're in your home. You're safe. Can you tell I'm on? Now I think I can tell you're on, Katie. Welcome. Welcome, Katie. Thank you. Thank you for the mug. Oreo says hi. Wait a minute.
Let's rock and roll.
Okay, well, this is good. I've got some good members. I got David J, I got Jamie, I got Katie. I don't know if there's any other members. Please chime in. I can't see if it's you until you interact with me. So please let me know. Please let me know so I can give you a shout out. So change it up. Try something different. See if that kind of gets you out of your funk, right? Yes, okay. There's my Facebook page there. I think we look alike. I don't know. This is a biggie. Number 5 on our list. Know what you're grateful for. Sometimes that's really hard to
I'm grateful for food.
You're grateful for food. I think that's your age speaking. I'm grateful for food too. But probably let's go over some of the things that maybe we should be grateful for. Simon's very young and he's a pretty healthy guy. So he may not think of some of the things that I would at my age. I'm only 29. Oh, there's a cat. So health is probably a number one thing to be grateful for.
I'm grateful for my pets.
You're grateful for your pets. That's an awesome thing to be grateful for. Pets are wonderful family members, and hopefully your pets are keeping you sane and happy and feeling loved, and it's a good distraction. So, but health is really important, and that's really why we're doing all of this. Health is key. It's what makes the difference of your whole life. So health is really important to be grateful for. What else? Anybody got some ideas? Oh, Jamie says hi, Simon. He says hello too.
Hi.
Oh, he's coming back. He's very excited that he's a fan. You're his one fan. What about family members? Say hi to Jamie.
Hi.
All righty. Hi, Jamie.
Gertie, why are you following me?
Gertie says hi too. Family is really important. These are the people that help keep us safe, that love us, and we really care about their health and safety. What else? Our kids, our nieces and nephews, our siblings, all those families. Our friends. Are we starting to realize, ooh, I'm not seeing my friends today. I kind of miss them, right? And that's how we have to change it up and be positive and find other ways to communicate. But friendship. I'm thinking, kind of missing a little bit of Amazon, the stores, shopping, all those things that we sometimes take for granted. How easy our life is. I know not everybody here has an easy life. I do understand that. We all have difficulties in our lives, but just, we didn't need all this shut down, right? You just want to go where you want to go. Some of us here already know that sometimes that's difficult. Some people who navigate in wheelchairs and move around, there's like, hey, what are you guys complaining about? It's hard to move around. Well, now everybody's feeling it. So hopefully that through this experience, we'll all look at other problems or challenges that we have in society for everybody, and we'll maybe have a more positive and outreach way to approach things. Okay, we're having a serious discussion. Are you saying I'm too fat to get by?
No, I'm just saying that the chair's in the way.
I don't know about that. So yeah, think about, hello Ruth, hello, welcome. So if you want, at some point, type down something you're grateful for, okay? Something you're grateful for. Just one thing. Let me know. I'd like that. And even if the video's over, do it afterwards. Something you're grateful for. Focus on what you can control and not on what you can't. I totally messed that up. But this is probably the most important thing, and this is what makes people freak out and get worried. And people chime in if you agree with me. Focus on what you can control and not on what you cannot control. So, stress, anxiety occurs when we lose control. Those of you who know me, I'm right?
Yes, that is true.
Okay, and this is wise from an 11, almost 12-year-old. I'm a control freak. Is that true, Simon?
Yes.
Okay. Is it true, Oreo? Yeah. I'm pretty controlling. I like to have control in all aspects of my life, and it makes me very angry and upset and anxious. Make your worst, when I lose control over a situation. Sometimes I lose control over my own feelings. That happens. And sometimes we just don't have control over this, right? Like I was waiting. I knew we were going to close, and I was waiting, and I'm trying to get people to feel comfortable and calm. I'm kind of holding off on the decision, knowing that a bigger decision was coming down. And actually, once I realized that the decision was made for me, that what was going to happen, and that it wasn't my fault, and I don't have any control over it, I kind of let it go. That's a hard thing to do. So anybody else here have anxiety because you don't have control over this situation or anything? Please chime in. Please let us know. That's a biggie. No control over the situation. This is a serious topic. Why don't you go do your homework? You'll be back for art. Okay. Well, then why don't you go check on the cats? Count them. Find them. So that's a biggie. And this is hard to accept, but the things that we don't have control over, we really do have to let go. And that's why we have to be flexible. We have to be creative. We have to be grateful for what we do have. Because if you're just going to focus on the things that you don't have control over, you're going to be wasting a lot of energy and needless worry. It's done. And here we are. And we're okay. We're still here, right?
Let's rock and roll!
Never get tired of that. Oh, my coffee's getting cold. Alrighty, we're working our way through our list. Realize that you've come a long way. I like that. So, anybody else agree that this happened really fast? But already, it's amazing what teachers and people have done to try to keep a normal life going on. We've realized, right, that we can do this. We've already realized that we can do this and we can adjust our life. There's a lot of scary things that people are facing. I'm not going to deny that. But we've already shown that we can come together as a community, as friends, and as family. And that's something important. We should check in on that, realizing that each time you have a long way to go. Oh, I have more of an audience. All right. Anybody else? Anybody proud of something they've done already regarding this difficult time? Chime in. Tell us. Normally you guys aren't this shy, so feel free. Share your thoughts. Something that you've been proud of that you've done. Please let's share your good stuff that you've done. Let's see, number 8 on our list. You can access our list. I thought I was going to make it beautifully artistic. It didn't come out that good. Build up your community. And I think this is a big thing that we're all seeing here, building up our community. How towns, our community, where, for our center and for people that are differently abled, we always come together really well and support each other. Your town may be doing awesome things. Like in my town, somebody who is a friend of mine, she started this whole initiative to help senior citizens so they wouldn't have to go out and get their groceries. And it just had such an amazing response. And they're trying to process it, trying to see how they can coordinate businesses. So that's my friend Nancy. So good for her. So think about how your town's coming together, how local businesses like your food, I mean, we know it sounds silly, but it's important to get takeout. I mean, it breaks things up. How people in town are you eating? How they're coming together and supporting local businesses. We did that the other night. We could have cooked, but we're like, you know what? Let's show a little bit of support. Maybe you tip the delivery person a little extra. Maybe you're kind. Talk to your cashiers. I said this before. Talk to the cashiers. Be kind to cashiers, to truck drivers, to people that, when these difficult times come, people are don't always act well or polite. And those people put up with a lot. So be kind to one another, but support your community. Tell me one thing you've done to support your community. All right, I see some so good. Be kind to yourself. That is number 9. And I think that's a really big thing. Anybody been mad at themselves? Anyone? That's a really tough thing. A lot of times we blame ourselves for maybe bad choices we did. First of all, this is nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault in the center. It's nobody's fault. How these things happen and how it starts to spread. People just don't realize it. Like all those kids in Miami. Well, maybe their fault. Maybe their fault. What do you think? Yeah. On spring break, if you haven't seen them. Sometimes younger people, I sound like an old person now, but younger people don't always think of the impact of their actions because, they kind of feel, a lot of you guys are young in your 20s, feel kind of invincible. I wake up every day with immense aches and pains. If I sleep wrong, oh my goodness. So I kind of realize, maybe not everybody's in the best of health. But that's why it's important that we now make good decisions. But understand that before all this happened, it's not our fault. And we have to be kind to ourselves. We might be getting angry or frustrated, with the people we're hanging out with day in and day out. So we might be rude or might lash out or might have a little tantrum because we're just so frustrated. We need to forgive ourselves for when we do those things. It's natural. It's human. So when you're feeling a little down because you want to see your friends, it's okay. It's okay, but be kind to yourself. That's the most important thing. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do one nice thing for yourself every day. Okay? And the last one, which is kind of interesting, because I think this is for all difficult or tough times, is forgiveness. And I think that's a really important thing too. And that goes to all the other tips or guidelines that they gave us. So, like we said, forgive yourself when you get mad or you don't like the way you acted. Forgive other people. Maybe somebody, like I said, there's one person that went around and spread this bug. We forgive them. They didn't know. Think of the times when you had an argument or a disagreement. This is the time to forgive people. Those things aren't important. We are just human. We lose our cool. We do silly things. We make dumb jokes. Those things aren't important. We need to forgive each other for all the things that we've done. And you know what? It gives you a lot more power yourself. Don't have grudges and things like that. Don't. Because it just weighs heavy on your shoulders, on your heart. And you'll be able to really follow all these other tips if you free yourself from that. Because we're just human. We're just people. And we're here. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Ruth. I miss you a lot. And I hope you have a blessed and safe day, too. Be well. It's very important you be well. I hope things are okay down by you. What are you, North Carolina or South Carolina? I forget. I'm getting older, so I can't remember. But wherever you are, be well. Be well. So these are our tips. So we're going to recap real fast. And this will give you more time to chime in. So remember, stay positive. We agree? I give it a thumbs up. I give it a thumbs up. We're always voting at the center. We're always agreeing. Is this a good tip? Is this a bad tip? Is this good strategy? Bad strategy? I think that's a plus. So stay positive. Absolutely. Stay positive. It's not going to last forever. Get creative. Absolutely. Here, Oreo, he needs a bathroom break. Get creative. Think of ways for you to connect. Think of ways to get your mind and try new things. This is the time to do it. Break out those pens or, hello, Nita. Hello. If I knew you were here, I would have dyed my hair. So yeah, be creative. So be positive. We said that was a good one. Get creative. This is the time to be creative. Okay? This is what the human brain has been made for. You are an amazing, smart person. You can do this. Learn from the difficult times. We talked about that. I think that's a good strategy. I agree with this person that wrote this list. There's a lot we can learn. We learned about our interconnectedness, how we impact each other. Change it up. Yeah. Ride it like a wave. Go for it. We're going to have to change it up, so we might as well try it ourselves. This is a safe place to do that. Know what you're grateful for. Absolutely. I think that's a good one. Know what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for Cooper. Do you want to say hi, Cooper?
No.
No? Come here. Sorry. What do you say to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Are you happy that you're home, or would you rather go back to school?
Home.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's 16, so yeah, makes a lot of sense. And he just stole my iPad. Cooper, why don't you take your snack and go somewhere else? We're alive, so we need to keep sounds low. So be careful. Change it up. Know what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for Cooper, even though we just raided the snack drawer again. Okay, so I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for technology. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for Oreo. And I am totally grateful for coffee. Okay, and this mug. Thank you, Katie. Focus on what you can control and don't focus on what you can't. That's probably the best advice. Okay, I think that's a good one. So keep in mind. Okay, we're along for the ride. So we're not going to worry about it, right? Right? Realize you've come a long way. It's true. From time to time, check in with us, share, think about that. Like, hey, I've put up with one day with my entire family. That's a big accomplishment. Kudos to you. All right? And, just going back to focus on what you can control and not control. I'm a news junkie, and I didn't think to talk about this. I'm a news junkie. For those of you who are really stressed, turn the TV off, okay? Just turn it off. It's okay. It's all right. You don't have to stay on it all the time, okay? Because that can be very depressing, and that's going to make you focus maybe on things you can't control, okay? Get your knowledge, but get it in ways you can handle it and you can process it. But also, give yourself a pat on the back. All of us. How we're holding up. Okay? Look at your town and all those things. Build up your community. That was the 8th, right? That we said? Yeah. Totally. Because we've really realized we are not on a deserted island. We really rely on everybody. And this is the time. All the times that people have donated to your charities or businesses that have done that, this is to remember them. So maybe you can't go now. Maybe there's no way you can support them now. But when they reopen, go back, support them. Okay? Be kind to people in your town. Okay? Ooh. Hello, Bart. Say hi to Adam for me. Hope he's watching. So build up your community. Absolutely. We can build it up by staying in our homes. We totally can. We are blessed with amazing technology. The fact that we're doing this right now is mind-blowing. So that's a great thing. And just for those of you who came late, we're recapping our simple things to do in tough times. This is our social group. And every Thursday we focus on a topic and we share our feelings and we think of different strategies to help us better deal with our feelings. That's what Thursday Feelings Check-In is. And I need a better name. So we're working back. We're recapping our list. Be kind to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Okay? You are the most important project you will ever work on in your entire life. I didn't make that up. My yoga teacher told me that. Who I can't see. But I don't have control over that. And I'll see her soon. And she's such a nice person. See, I incorporated all those things. So be kind to yourself. Okay? You're a work in progress. We all are. Don't worry. This is not a pause on the video recorder of life. You're still going on. It's just a journey you didn't expect. And that's really life, right? And forgiveness. Forgive yourself, forgive friends, forgive family, forgive whoever. This is not the time to be holding things against people. This is the time to come together and utilize these skills or these strategies. So what we're going to do, I never have a problem keeping my classes an hour long. But I don't know if anybody else is chiming in with thoughts, with your feelings, how you're doing. I say a lot. So, I want to say if you have not already checked your email, please do. I sent a reminder or kind of an update. Our center will be closed at least another week, so next week. So we're going to continue, and then hopefully we'll have a more, that's what I'll be working on today, on a more specific schedule. But as I said, I think the way it's going to shape up is a live video of some sort in the morning, a live one in the afternoon, and then you'll have things that you can connect onto our Facebook page or our blog throughout the week. So this is going to be our hub. Facebook is going to be our hub. I think it's the easiest. It's free. And that's how we're going to all connect to each other. You can email me anytime. I have put in that email and other emails my cell number. If you call the center, I will be going in from time to time, and I can access voicemail. But your best bet is just to contact me directly through email or through my phone. You can do that for anything, okay? We will also be reaching out. We'll have certain staff people reach out, check in with you, see how you're doing. And so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm trying to find ways to kind of share other ways like forms or activities. I'm trying to figure that out, whether we do it by email, just trying to put it up on our blog, on Facebook. That I'm trying to figure out how to do. So I'll be probably sending you a daily weather checkup for part of our science. I think on Monday, we might have a special visitor for our science class, if I can convince him to come. It's not human. Just want you to know that. So we've got some cool things planned. And this is your last chance before I sign off. If anybody else wants to share how they're feeling. I can't see who's still on or who's not, but I would like us to get into this habit. I know it's personal. You don't want to share your feelings necessarily online, but you can also always message me as well. But if these are just kind of general feelings and you're comfortable with that as we do this and going forward, I want you to share how you're feeling, because the number one thing we're going to find out is we're all feeling, as Jamie had said earlier, I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous too. Sometimes I'm scared when I see the news and I think about my parents. Sometimes I'm angry, like, this is silly. Nobody I see outside my door looks sick. I really like to go to the mall. I really wanted to go to my yoga. Thank you, Bart. I'm going to try to let people know the times. I think a couple of people had asked me that. When are we going on? I think generally the times are going to be probably about 10 or 10:30 in the morning. That way it gives people a little bit of time to prepare. Because believe it or not, I got other stuff I got to do for work. I'd rather do this. And then probably, depending on who's doing the afternoon video, probably 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So Friday, I'm pretty sure there'll be music at 2 o'clock with Tony. And I think Simon and I are going to do cooking again for Friday. So we're going to try to mirror our general schedule for that. So we'll do some cooking because that's a lot of fun. And we have art today at 1:30. The supplies you're going to need, it doesn't matter. You can grab whatever. Simon and I were just grabbing stuff. So we're going to be doing a toilet paper craft. And if you haven't figured it out, I like themes. So yeah, I think depending on how much time we have, Bart, that's a really good question. it will get into a habit, and especially as we build our schedule, because the most important thing is we don't want to be isolated. I'm actually an introvert, believe it or not. I love to come home and just sit on my chair and just knit or watch TV. And even I'm having a hard time with, I miss everybody. So I had gone to the center yesterday, and it was very sad because, and I know somebody else had gone to the center, and they said it was sad too to see it very quiet and not a lot happening. But that's okay. All our stuff is there. It's all safe, and we'll be back. We'll be back before you know it. We will. Time will go by because we're together. So if nobody else has anything else to add, I am going to sign off for, let's see. Do you feel better? Oh, and your mom does too, Jamie? That makes me feel very good. That makes me feel better. I think that's really important when we share that, so-and-so, you made me feel better. Well, that has that kind of reciprocal, it's contagious, pardon the word, but there's good things that are contagious too, and kindness and love and affection and support are things that we need to share and combat the darker things that are going on. So I'm glad you feel better, Jamie. That makes me feel so much better. And when we feel better, when we feel emotionally stronger, we actually help our immune system. We are stronger physically, and that helps us. So it's really important that we follow, bringing it back, we follow some of these strategies if you think they're helpful, because that's going to help us stay stronger physically. So I will see you all later, but have I've got a live audience. Hello, sir. Very weird. He thinks I'm nuts. And I just want you to know, I got 5 people. I'm out of control on YouTube or Facebook. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep checking in. Get into the habit. This is how you're going to check in. This is how you're going to stay connected. And do the wonderful things that other people have done by sharing their thoughts with me. And I thank you all. And I'll see you in a little bit. Have a good day. Goodbye.